Things just got heated. Terrence Bud Crawford didn't hold back at the press conference, going straight at Canelo Alvarez with some bold words that shook the room.
Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them. Stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch.
At the press conference, Crawford addressed the critics who've doubted him ever since his move up to 147 pounds. For years, people have been saying he hasn't fought anybody, but Crawford made it clear every opponent that stepped in front of him got dominated, and he promised Canelo would be no different.
You know what? I didn't. He did before. He tried to welcome me back, and it just was my reaction. You know what kind of fighter I am. I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, you need to do something.
During the press conference, Crawford was asked about the atmosphere surrounding his interactions with Canelo Alvarez and whether the tension was genuine or manufactured. Crawford reflected on a previous moment when Canelo appeared to welcome him back, but he questioned the authenticity of that gesture, suggesting it may have been prompted rather than sincere. As the media pressed further, Crawford was asked about the growing tension at the press conference and whether his fiery comments were influenced by outside voices. Before addressing that, Crawford made it clear where he draws the line when it comes to respect in boxing.
I respect everybody, but if you fuck with me, you know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
Crawford's remarks make it clear that his stance comes from personal conviction, not outside pressure. By emphasizing that his reaction wasn't orchestrated, he underscored the authenticity of the moment. This not only adds weight to his words, but also highlights the genuine hostility fueling this potential matchup with Canelo Alvarez. Furthermore, Crawford addressed claims that he was afraid to face Canelo. According to him, someone in the room had suggested he was scared, and he wasted no time confronting the situation head-on. Here's how Crawford responded in the moment.
Somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of shit.
Hey, I never say that.
By shutting down the narrative that he's afraid, Crawford made it clear he's not backing down from anyone, including Canelo Alvarez. His sharp response not only dismissed the accusation, but also reinforced his confidence and authority going into this rivalry. And it's moments like this that are pushing the press conference beyond routine promotion, transforming it into a fiery preview of the pride and intensity both fighters will carry into the ring. Moreover, the tension escalated when the topic of fear and past performances came up. Crawford made it clear that intimidation plays no role in his approach, pointing back to previous press conferences and confrontations with bigger opponents. This moment quickly turned into one of the most heated back and forths of the night.
Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of shit, and you're gonna find that out. As you seen, the last press conference,
We'll see.
when I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you're fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
And it's gonna be different from you as well.
This exchange underscored the sharp contrast in their perspectives, Crawford insisting that size and reputation don't matter, while Canelo countered that Crawford has yet to face a challenge of this magnitude. With both men trading words about respect, fear, and legacy, the press conference set the stage for September 13th, where all the talk will finally be put to the test inside the ring. Even promoters and analysts weighed in on the matchup. Eddie Hearn, one of boxing's most influential voices, gave his perspective on Canelo Alvarez's legacy while offering a surprising take on this fight.
No, Canelo's an all-time great. He's an incredible fighter, and look, I actually think this is a bad fight for him.
Hearn's comments are striking. On one hand, he praises Canelo as an all-time great, but on the other, he warns that this could be a bad fight for him. By picking Crawford as the man who could upset Canelo, Hearn has fueled the debate even further. And that's where the conversation now stands. Is Crawford truly the stylistic nightmare that could derail Canelo? Or will Canelo's experience and power prove too much? That's the question fans are already debating as September 13th draws near. Breaking down the the matchup further, Eddie Hearn pointed to the blueprint that has given Canelo problems in the past. He explained that Crawford not only has the skill to execute it, but also the ring IQ to adapt and engage in ways others couldn't. Hearn compared the approach to what Dimitri Bivol did so effectively against Canelo.
I mean, he'll engage a lot more than Skull, but he will be looking to do all the things where people have had success, which is use movement. Look at what Bivol did. Bivol had the perfect game plan. He boxed off the back foot, then he attacked, then he moved, then he, all that kind of stuff. And then Crawford will be looking to do exactly the same.
Hearn's analysis highlights why he sees this as such a dangerous fight for Canelo. By pointing to Bivol's game plan, using movement, boxing off the back foot, then attacking with precision, he believes Crawford can replicate that strategy with even more sharpness and versatility. If Crawford is able to execute in the same way, it could spell real trouble for Canelo. And that's why Hearn insists this fight is not just risky, but potentially the wrong fight at the wrong time for the Mexican superstar. As Eddie Hearn continued his breakdown, he highlighted the deeper motivation behind Terence Crawford taking this fight. For Crawford, it isn't just about the payday or the spectacle. It's about legacy and proving himself against one of boxing's biggest names. Hearn emphasized just how much this means to Crawford's career.
So this is a fight that's probably quite personal to him to prove himself as a great. And there is no doubt that if he wins this fight, he's a great, he's a pound for pound tremendous fighter, but
Hearn's comments underline the stakes. For Crawford, beating Canelo isn't simply another victory. It's the defining moment that could elevate him into all-time great territory. And it's exactly that hunger and drive paired with his skill set that makes Eddie Hearn believe Crawford has what it takes to upset Canelo. Which brings us back to the central question. Will Crawford's pursuit of greatness be enough to topple one of the sport's most accomplished champions? Eddie Hearn also touched on the business side of this fight, pointing out the financial realities that make a matchup of this magnitude impossible to pass up. While Crawford has campaigned at 147 and more recently at 154, the opportunity to face Canelo was simply too big to ignore.
147, obviously 154 now, but the money's the money, and he was never going to turn it down.
Hearn's remarks make it clear. While Crawford is moving into deeper waters in terms of weight, the financial and legacy stakes outweigh the risks. And it's this willingness to step up, challenge himself, and chase greatness that has Hearn leaning towards Crawford as the man who could upset Canelo. Because when motivation, skill, and opportunity align, the stage is set for history to be made. Former world champion Antonio Tarver weighed in on the buzz surrounding Terence Crawford, and he didn't hold back. Speaking with passion, Tarver explained why he believes Terence Crawford has a different type of energy heading into a potential showdown with Canelo.
Come on, bro. I've been telling y'all for the longest. That boy got that energy. And you know what energy I'm talking about? What is that? Tarver energy. Yes, sir. Tarver. He got that. And so you know, when you get that, we don't see nobody, bro.
Tarver's point is clear. He sees something special in Crawford, an energy and confidence that makes him dangerous to anyone who steps in the ring. According to Tarver, when a fighter has that kind of mindset, they don't see obstacles, they only see opportunities. And that's exactly why he believes this matchup with Canelo has all the makings of a career-defining moment for Crawford. The question now is, can that energy translate into victory against one of the greatest fighters of this generation? One thing is certain. This fight is more than just business. It's personal. Crawford has made his intentions clear. He's not here to be intimidated. He's here to cement his legacy. On the other side, Canelo Alvarez stands as the proven, battle-tested champion who's faced every challenge and overcome nearly all of them. With Eddie Hearn and Antonio Tarver backing Crawford as a real threat, the boxing world is split. September 13th isn't just a fight, it's a collision of pride, skill, and history in the making. One man is chasing greatness, the other is defending his throne. Only one will walk away with their legacy elevated, and the countdown has already begun. What do you think? Was Crawford's fiery press conference displaying genuine conviction, or just mind games to get under Canelo's skin? And finally, if Crawford does beat Canelo, where would you rank him among the all-time greats? Share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.